Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the week 2 recap of fantasy football.
Oh,
Oh,
Shri
Allen.
Allen.
Now, again, it goes so fast. Here we are already through week 2, staring down week 3. So many storylines. And talk about I don't know if week 1 was such a crazy mirage or if week 2 was a wild overcorrection. I mean, I went from 5-2 to 2-5. It was
Yeah,
not a great week for the Wilson, and a lot of it was predicated on judgments I made based on what we saw in one, trying to be. But like I got excited about Bill Krosky, and then they were like, you know what, we're just not even going to let you on the field. We're going to just leave you right over there. So I mean, things happened that I
yeah.
absolutely just could not foresee happening. I don't know what's going on with Brian Thomas Jr. over in what is, a
A
lot's going
wrist,
on.
a wrist that was an injury that wasn't disclosed.
Not at
But
all.
but
Yes.
then when they asked why he didn't disclose it, coach was like, "Well, I mean, not like a injury. I mean, I don't." And they're like, "You just said it was an injury, coach, injury to his wrist." And he's like,
And his success
"No."
rate is demonstrative of them hiding that fact.
Right,
You know, that they're just like, don't throw it to him. Whatever you do, just don't get him involved.
right.
And yeah, but there are some big storylines. Go ahead, lead it off.
Well, JJ McCarthy,
Oh, there's
we
another
barely,
one. Oh my God.
we hardly knew ye, you know.
And I went out, and now granted, I didn't drop anybody particularly good for him.
Right.
I dropped Aaron Rodgers, who I picked up just for that week 1,
Yeah.
but I knew he was gonna, in the second week. I think I had him as a must sit. So I wasn't that surprised. But for JJ, what not only to injure himself for weeks, now he's out for weeks again.
Two, they say at least two, but I'm assuming it's going to be closer to six, quite honestly.
Well, didn't they
If
go
it's
and bring
really,
on another quarterback now? Didn't they go and get somebody?
I think they, I think,
I think
gosh,
they
I'm not
added
sure.
someone,
I'm
nobody
not
good,
sure.
but I think they added somebody now that he's gone. I mean, they need some insurance. So they added someone, I
Yeah.
can't remember who. Okay, yeah, but what a sad first, you know, in preseason, then the patellar tendon now, but also high ankle sprain. I guess it's smarter to just go ahead and sit him down, let him recover, and then bring him back. I mean,
Right. But I mean, it's crazy. It sucks. I'm not sure who's going to be there, quite frankly, to back him up.
well,
But,
Carson Wentz right now, I believe, is the choice.
oh, really? Carson Wentz.
I
Okay.
believe it's Carson Wentz, yeah. Which
I
I
didn't
think might
realize
be
that guy
good
was
for
still in the
Justin
league.
Jefferson owners.
Oh, sure, sure. It's going to be better for all the receivers at this, for the whole team, really. I mean, JJ had one good quarter of eight.
Yeah.
He played one good quarter out of eight. He looks like he's
But what
learning.
happened in that quarter looked transformative. It
It
looked
did.
like one of those watershed moments where he's like, oh, I can do this. And it like all came alive, and he ran in a touchdown, and he was hitting Jefferson for the bomb. And I'm like, oh, it clicked, as they
Here we
say.
go. Yep,
It
yep.
clicked. And I was like, I'm a believer. And then week 2 came around. And I'm like, it's a mirage.
Yeah. But I mean, the kid won the title, the national title. He's not a mirage. He's good. He'll be good.
He's a
It's going
rookie.
to
He's
take
a
a little bit of
rookie week
yes.
2. I mean,
Yes.
no, Cam Ward's not doing great out of the gate either.
No,
So you
he's
got to
not.
remember
Struggles.
there's it's something very American to want instant satisfaction. We want phenoms. We want people to be great right now. And if you're not
Yeah.
like, of course, anyone's going to work hard and do it forever and then be great. Of course. We want the guy
Right.
that didn't even try and he's amazing at it. That's what we want.
Yep. Yep. Unfortunately, we're not going to get it. The guy
Nope.
that we did get that with last year is also in the news, Jaden Daniels, day to day with a knee. I think he'll play, but I don't think he'll do much rushing,
Well,
right?
and we have talked about this. I know I have talked about this, about the rushing quarterback. And I said that specifically again in our unpublished quarterbacks preview.
You should probably publish that.
We probably should. We may have to
Yeah.
just go ahead and put it up there because we referred to it so much because I had said the Jaden Daniels thing. We've seen this before. Running quarterbacks are so great until they're not. And it's
Yeah.
always about injury. It's always about getting hit. And this injury, I don't believe this came up during the game. This is like something they decided about that came to light after the game. Am I wrong
I
about
think
that?
it happened. I think it did happen during the game, but
Well, the injury
they didn't.
did, but I'm just saying, I don't think
Yeah,
there
but they
was
didn't
much made of it.
recognize. Yeah, no, there wasn't. He didn't say anything. He didn't until after the game was over.
Yeah.
Then it was like, oh, he turns out he
I
had an
think there
injury.
was one play, though, where he came limping back a little bit, if I'm not mistaken.
I
You
mean, I
watch,
know he definitely looked like he had gotten hurt at least twice, but so did Baker Mayfield, and he kept jumping right up.
dude, that fucking warrior. God, I love that
I
guy.
did too. He's
He
so fun to
he
watch.
got
He's so
smashed, and then he
fun,
got up a little limpy, and you could tell the defender said something, and he popped right up
and
and
he
got right in
jumped
his
up.
face. It was like, what?
Yeah,
And then he went out and won the game. I love
on a
Baker
15-yard
Mayfield. I
run.
am on the
Yeah, me
Baker
too.
Mayfield
Yeah,
bandwagon all the
yeah,
way in 25.
same.
Let's go.
He's a beast.
I'm a
I'm Team
big
Baker.
fan.
He's fun, and also him
Baker,
and
Baker,
Apuka.
Baker man.
He good.
He
He
good.
good. He's
He real
fine.
good.
He fine. He fine. Okay, so Jaden Daniels day to day probably won't be rushing. Aaron Jones. We all knew this was coming. It happened a little bit earlier than I think some people thought, not me. Aaron Jones, hamstring, questionable for next week.
And
My guess,
good.
no.
Yeah,
My guess is he.
and the sad part about this was to me the whole point of working in Jordan Mason was to get more out of Aaron
Of Aaron
Jones
Jones, yeah,
so that he wouldn't be an every down back, so that he wouldn't get injured this early in the season. And now already he is, which unfortunately is kind of in line with who he's been for quite a bit of time. I wasn't on the Jordan Mason bandwagon. Unfortunately, by week one, when I saw it with my own two eyes, it was too late. I missed it.
yeah,
Oh, there goes that Jordan Mason train. What time is it?
yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah.
too late.
Yeah, that guy that led the NFL in rushing for 10 weeks
Yeah, missed out on
last
that one. But
season.
that was in San Francisco. Can we
I
just
understand, but that guy's still the guy.
the guy may be the guy, but the guy is always better when they're at San Francisco.
I mean, that's true for the most part.
For the most part.
We've seen some others, but yes, I mean, he showed a lot of burst and a lot of talent. It wasn't a hard thing to imagine that he could be, you know, great, no matter where you put him. Like Saquon, you put him with, the
But
Giants. He was great
I
there,
don't
and he
feel
was great.
that way about it at all. I mean, when you look at what's happening with Ashton Genty, the way which again, someone said he was going to start out slow.
Everybody said
Did everybody say that?
that he was going to start slow. Yeah, we didn't think he was going to get right off the bat be amazing.
I feel
I
like
didn't
a
think
lot of people were expecting him to do Saquon, to be the next
Yeah,
Saquon. And
yeah.
I looked at it and I'm like, don't be surprised if it takes a minute to get going because he's got not a good offensive line on a not good team. So they're starting to gel a little bit. He was getting a little more wiggle. He was getting a little more run.
He's not getting
So
enough opportunities. And it's decreasing from week one to week two.
oof.
It's not good. And they
Well,
brought in Zamir White a bunch. I mean, but he also, remember they tried to give a handoff to him, and Gino turned this way and he
he
ran the
was
other
on
way.
the
And
other side. I know.
like,
And that
what?
was
Like the
early. I
kid
think that
doesn't
was his
learn.
first play of the
Yeah,
game.
it was no. The
But
first play of
listen,
the game was the interception. The first play of the game was an
you
interception.
had to give him fewer touches if you expect Geno Smith to throw 3 picks. He doesn't throw.
Exactly.
He
Exactly.
doesn't throw.
Yes.
He doesn't have the chance to throw 3 picks if you keep handing Ashton Genty the ball. I mean, that's clear. And clearly,
I
the formula was give the game away. That was obviously the formula.
see, and this is why we're the pros.
We could see these
I,
for what they
I
are.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. You're absolutely right.
You got to see it. You got to see it from the
The
coach's
big picture.
eyes.
You see it through the coach's eyes. How about Justin Fields? Welcome to concussion protocol.
Yeah. Again,
He'll be featured on my faileds coming soon.
running quarterbacks get
Yeah.
hit hard in the NFL, and that's the problem. Is they look for any opportunity to take your head off. It's got to be legal. It's got to be clean. They know that because they don't throw any foul. But if you start running, you're a runner now. You're not
Yeah.
a QB, and if you
Absolutely.
don't dive, oh, free. I mean, the thought process in a defender's mind when he's like,
Yeah.
he times it up. He's like, I've got 4 steps. He's not starting to dive.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, you're gonna make yourself a target?
I'm gonna light you up.
I'm gonna do some target practice.
That's
Let's
right.
go.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
And that's the danger of these guys running like that. And I know Fields wants to demonstrate, that he's not a wash and he can even save a team like the Jets. But at the end of the day, if the world has taught us anything, is that the Jets will always be the Jets. Suck on it.
Why do I have to relearn it every year? Why
I
can't it sink
I
in? Which
don't
I don't know
I
why I
don't know.
keep
The
falling
Browns,
for it.
the Jets, there's just a few. Now, a team that's generally kind of been in that category that has managed to make a mockery of my life and particularly my wallet
Oh,
is
yeah.
the guy that I keep betting against in my lock and now 0-2. 0-2 against the dang old Indianapolis Colts.
Well, at least they had a player meeting.
In Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh,
listen,
and two. Yeah.
but
Is that not who you were talking about?
no, I was talking about the Indianapolis
Their
Colts
lock.
who have made me an 0-2 on the bets. I
Oh,
bet
yes.
against them 2 weeks
Oh,
in a
against them.
row,
I thought it was all
and
about
I'm
Miami.
0-2. Now we will
Yeah.
get to that in the nailed or failed in just a minute. But
Yeah, Indy. Indy. You
Indy
can't sleep on them anymore.
and
Can't sleep on them.
everyone's talking because the big question is okay, it does kind of reminiscent again. I'm not comparing Daniel Jones to Tom Brady, but it is reminiscent of the situation in Tampa where you had all the pieces, no quarterback.
Yep.
Then
Yeah.
these guys and you I didn't believe Daniel Jones could beat because it took Tom Brady. Tom Brady did it for
You know what? You
the
know what?
Buccaneers.
Can I just say, I think I hear what you're saying. To me, a better comp for this would be Trent Dilfer for
The
the
Ravens.
Ravens.
Right.
They couldn't throw the ball. They didn't score a touchdown for like, I don't know, it was a ridiculous like games. They hadn't
Yeah,
scored a
yeah,
touchdown.
yeah.
A guy
I
was
think it
on
was
his
like, yeah,
roof.
it was many games, like 13 games dating
The
back to
guy
the
was on his
previous
roof
season. Yeah.
waiting for them to score a touchdown. And they tried all these people. They finally like, you know what? Let's put in Dilfer. It's like let's put in Daniel Jones. We've got all the other pieces. Something is missing. He's not going to light the world on fire, but he will get you a touchdown. He will, and that's all you need if your defense is great. And their defense is
And
great.
their
And
defense
then
is great. And now they're playing great because they feel they have a chance. They're a
yeah,
defense that
yeah,
it's like the Giants. They're a defense that kind of has been giving up because they don't feel like they have a chance. But then all of a sudden they have a chance. All of a sudden you realize they are very good, you know?
well, I don't think Thibodeau looked like he was giving up when he was trying to beat the crap out of Dak.
No, no, no,
But you
because they felt like they had a chance. Like halfway through that game, they're
know,
like, oh my God, we have a chance. And they started playing way better than
yeah,
they did in week one, way better than they did in the first half. Like all of a sudden they played better because they were like, oh my God, he's Russell Wilson has it. He's lighting them up. We have a chance here, guys. And then the defense started going at, and pummeling down. I
yeah.
mean, that's what happens. Sometimes it's amazing. A rising tide raises all boats kind of
Right,
situation.
right.
And just the idea that, oh, we aren't doing our job for nothing because the offense can actually do their job now. Guess what, guys? You know what? Let's try.
Give
Give
you a
it
little extra effort.
give
Give
it
you a
a
little
shot
extra
this time.
effort.
You say.
Yeah.
Like
Okay. And of course, the biggest news of all, I mean, well, I don't want to forget Brock Purdy is
oh,
likely out week 3. He's likely out. Again,
yeah.
Mac Jones did a pretty good job. He filled it admirably. Uh, he's fine. They won.
And it's
I
so
think he
funny
can
because
do it
Mac
well.
Jones was the guy they were expected to take that year and instead traded up to take the backup that's now was with Dallas. Now they're in the
Trey
Chargers.
Lance,
Trey Lance.
isn't that funny?
Isn't that
Isn't
weird?
that
Life's so
something?
weird.
Yeah, it
Like
really
life
is.
is
It's
not
such a
without a
miss.
sense of humor. That's for sure.
No, it is. It is very fun. I mean, Brock Purdy was the last person taken in the draft. Well, I mean, don't forget that, and that's who's. Anyway, it is crazy. The whole thing is nuts. Um, but the biggest news, of course, Joe Burrow out. I'm just gonna call it. He done. He
For the
gone
season.
the whole season. And man, I tell you, he's out of my life for good. I'm done with that fool.
Mm,
I'm done.
I know.
Unless
Dude, one of my teams
Uh-oh.
I have Joe Burrow. And by the way, I'm 2-0 in this league. This is one of the leagues I'm dominating. My team's so good. But I have Joe
Wow.
Burrow, and the backup was JJ McCarthy.
Oh man. How are you dominating in that league with those quarterbacks?
The rest of the lineup is spectacular. So
It must be.
I'll read it to you real quick. Let's just
Is this your comedians league?
one of them, yes. The rest of the lineup is Malik Neighbors, Mike Evans, Ashton Genty, James Cook, Fannin, Igbuka, Denver defense, and Brandon Aubrey.
Oh, delicious.
Yeah.
There's a couple of turds in there, but that's okay. They'll ripen. What I'm saying. There's a couple of things that are not yet ready for prime time, but the rest of that
I know
roster is
Genty
good.
isn't quite there yet, Evans, but they've been contributing, and it's all we needed because one week each, somebody else is going off, so it's been good.
I mean, Aubrey probably got over twice as many
I think you
points
got
as your
23 points out
quarterback.
of Aubrey this
Your
week.
quarterback probably got 10.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
So
know which one you used, but
I used Burrow.
so was that like 10 points?
I don't
I
remember.
think
I don't
right, it
know.
was like 10 or less. I mean, so your kicker like got double.
Yeah.
That
And
that helps.
Ashton didn't do great. Mike Evans didn't do great, but he didn't do terrible when he get like 9 points. Like, what did Mike get?
Oh yeah, but you
10
can't
and a
worry
half.
about
I mean,
Evans.
Mike still got you 10.5 points. He still got you double-digit points. So you're not, again, he's my wide receiver too. And of course, Malik Neighbors went off like a pinball machine.
Oh my
So
God. Yeah. I guess his toe is okay.
yeah. Someone reached out to me before the game and they're like, should I start Malik Neighbors or who was the other one?
Hollywood Brown or something like that.
Somebody else.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, don't get cute. Start
Yeah.
Neighbors. Don't worry. He's going to about start Malik Neighbors. And then he was texting me like, I can't believe they call it. He would have lost his mind if he'd started the other
Yeah.
guy.
I'm sure. Okay, so Joe Burrow, I mean, he's out for the season. He's done. You know, uh, I have one league where I have him and I don't have a backup, and it happens to be the guillotine.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm gonna have to go spend some money on a quarterback, and we already did get one team gone,
Yeah.
so Bo Nix is now available there. But
Which is why
um,
he got guillotined. So
I mean, pretty much, it's not most exciting. I mean, the
it
publish
sounds
our
like
unpublished
you're
it.
better
Neither one
off.
of
You're
us.
better off in a streamer situation.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to try to get something going for now. I think um, if I am looking strictly at streaming, then I think my top bid would be, I think for Sam Darnold this week. I think don't they play? They
That's
play
all.
the
Yeah. It depends. Exactly. I
Carolina.
would have to. Let's look at the available QBs. Oops, wrong league. This is in our guillotine league. Well, you've got, let's see here. You got Caleb Williams versus Dallas. I think you might have to go with that. Apparently, you can throw the
Pretty
ball
good.
anywhere you want on
They can
Dallas.
run. Yep.
And
And Roma Dunze. Yeah.
other big news, boy, and how, again, the universe, not without its sense of humor. What about the Cowboys picking up Clowney
Jadeveon Clowney. Yeah, man, we got him right out of the
in
retirement
his
home.
38th
Yeah.
season in the league?
Yeah, we got him right out of the retirement home. We took that butterscotch and we smacked it out of his hand and we gave him a pen and said, sign it.
Totally. We took the walker away and said, get out there and rush.
Yeah, we don't need no Micah Parsons. We got Jadeveon
I know the
Clowney.
fact that we had to get Clowney really is very telling.
Yes.
But you got Caleb, and he, apparently, listen, if that's
And Daniel
what
Jones is
Russell Wilson looked like,
Yeah.
I feel pretty good about getting a decent production out of Caleb next week.
Yeah.
Trev Lawrence versus Houston. Apparently, you could throw on Houston.
I don't know. I'm afraid of that. Especially
Knicks
with
has got the
DCJ.
Chargers. I wouldn't touch Knicks next week.
Yeah, neither would I.
But you do have
I was
Sam
thinking
Darnold versus New Orleans, which is pretty
New Orleans.
tasty.
And what about Daniel Jones?
And Daniel Jones versus Tennessee, which is they're going to test him a little bit more, I think. But he just went right through Denver, so
Exactly.
but he's
I mean,
not at home.
316
He's
yards.
not at home. That might have helped.
316 yards, 2 touchdowns, 30 points. Guy's been over 25 points each week.
He's basically been 30 points 2 weeks in a row.
For we think you can't argue with the numbers. It's early. I don't have anything else to go on, and I'm looking at all the others. It's like Penix. I don't know. I don't like it. And then who knows? Who I don't even know. Like, what I'm going to take Wentz. I'm going to take Jones. I'm going to take one of these schmucks that just came in. I can't do that. I mean, I got to.
I think you're talking about Jones. Aren't you talking about taking Daniel
Yeah,
Jones?
yeah. It's got to be Jones or Darnold. I like that as an option. Um, I think those are my top two. But Trevor Lawrence, you mentioned. I think that I might put him up there as my
I don't
third.
know what's going on with that guy.
I don't know, but it's hard out here for a pimp. But if I
Although
got
he
Jones,
went from 11 points to 23 points, so that's good. He at least doubled up, but that was versus Carolina, so let's not forget that. Or no, who was he just up against? Carolina was
uh,
week 1. He was up against
I think it was
Cincinnati.
Cincy. Yeah, against Jake Browning.
All right, let's move on. Let's look at what we nailed and failed. For
You
me,
know
the
what?
big nail was just saying that Miami would be a start Waddle, start Tyreek, start Achan. They didn't win, but this isn't about whether or not they win. This is about whether or not you win.
They all
And
produced. They all
Waddle,
produced.
18 points. Tyreek, 18 points. Achan, 26 points.
26. Yeah,
I told you I nailed it.
nailed it. I hate this when I look down and I see that my nailed it section is much smaller than my failed it section
Oh,
on
me and
my
you both.
notes.
Oh, my God.
I
Oh.
don't like that.
Well,
So
and here's the other thing, though, before you say that, there were a lot of like meh performances, which were like 10, 11 points. So they weren't like nailed, but they weren't quite failed.
failed. Yeah.
So I'm kind of left those guys out because I can't really say
Right.
I nailed it. I can't really say I failed it. They did something, but it wasn't anything to write home about. So go ahead.
Yeah. I only have one of those out of my long list of fails
Okay.
that fits into. Anyway, so I always am very proud to say that I nailed my lock of the week. That is a big one. That's the one I want you to put your money on.
And
Right.
I am proud to say that when mine went down, I doubled down, which you're never supposed to chase your losses. But I was like, I don't know, Scott's been on the money. And I liked it as a bet already. I'd already put a little on it myself. And I was like, no, I believe in this one. I'm not
Yeah.
scared money, don't make money. So I went in and put 50 on it and doubled up. So
It was Tampa Bay plus 2.5. And although they tried to steal it from us by picking up a flag on a 55-yard kick return, which they showed two examples of
of
blocking in the
the
back.
two.
Yes, two different examples.
They were like, did you call it on that one or that one? They're like, we decided neither one of
We
those
decided to
actually
call it
happened.
on either.
I mean, when you pick up a flag at that point in the game, why did you throw it? Why you saw something? You saw it now you didn't see that?
See, this is why last season we said it, and it would be perfect if there was a ref press conference after the game, and the head
Yes.
ref would have to go and answer the questions just like the coaches and the players and say, hey,
This is why
why'd
we
you pick
picked up that flag.
Yeah, tell me why that happened.
Yeah.
We saw two specific examples. Explain yourself and see what they say.
Yeah, they've been like, well, too much money had come in on the other side. So I got the little word from the league to go ahead and make sure they got it so that they came within the 2.5.
But my God, was it? I mean,
I was
boy,
I was like,
it was a sweat.
I thought the Wilson curse had spread onto you by
No, you
virtue of
tried.
me taking the bet.
Yeah, well, you didn't tell me that you took it until after, and I'm very glad you called and you were excited, and that's what I want. So I'm glad that I nailed that. I nailed to start Drake May. I said start Drake May, 2 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, 29.3 points. Nailed it.
I said start Dak versus the Giants. I said, don't worry, last week was a mirage. This will be the bounce back. 28 big points. Whammy.
Nailed it. Speaking of Dak, I said 14 in a row versus the
Yes, you
Giants.
did.
You got
Yes,
very
you did.
upset
And I
about this.
accused you of the
Yes,
jinx. And I
yes,
have
you
to
did.
peel that off and
That
say
feels
you
good.
did not jinx them. I thought you
Ah,
did, and
thank you.
and there were moments during that game when I thought you did, but then when they pulled it out, I was like, all right, no jinx.
Yeah, no jinx. I mean, they made it look easy. I told you. There's going to be no sweat. Simple, simple.
Oh,
Nailed it.
made
Nailed it.
Russell Wilson look like a star.
Again.
You know how
Yeah.
bad your defense has to be. Oh, it has to be bad enough to drag Jadeveon Clowney out of
Oh,
retirement.
but not bad enough to keep the best defensive player in a generation on it.
Look, that's going to turn into like two other people or to see. I love the way he got 2 first-round draft picks for it, and it somehow keeps turning into 4 more players and 6 more players. And I'm like, this is very Trumpian of you to just.
Yeah.
We all know the number. You,
We
you got
saw the
two,
deal. You,
two.
you
You
got
got
two, and
two,
you got Kenny Clark,
and
and
Kenny
that's what you
Clark.
got.
You're not gonna.
All
So
right.
you're not turning him into 4 and 6 more players unless you're gonna make another crazy trade. And I don't
Yeah,
think people are gonna.
I'm going to trade on my 2 first round picks for 20 seventh round picks. I'm
Exactly.
going to have all the seventh round picks.
All the seventh
You will
rounders.
be nobody will get any other picks.
No,
I mean,
I'm gonna own the
Gary,
seventh round.
that's how you turn one man into 40.
And then people will finally forget about Jimmy Johnson.
Okay, let's do it. I've failed. I failed you again, and with Kenneth Walker, I said you must sit him. I am done predicting things for Kenneth Walker.
Oh, I am on that. I have that same fail as well. And in fact, I was exact. I said start Charbonnet, sit Walker, and they flip flop back to where Charbonnet gave you one. I actually lost my dynasty game because one he gave me 1 point, and Walker put up 20 points.
Yeah,
So it was a big fat fail on 2 counts with
yeah,
that. And talk about week 1 being a mirage. It was a full on
complete flip, Freaky Friday.
reversal of fortunes, complete
Yep,
reversal of fortunes.
yeah.
Now, just really quickly before we continue with I do have a couple more nails. Uh,
Oh,
I
good.
did, I did nail starting Keenan Allen 14.6. I said to sit Ridley, Pearsall, and Keon Coleman, which was a very hot name going into this week. Ridley
Yep.
gave you 7.2, Pearsall gave you 7.2, which there were guys on the betting shows saying, bet the over on Pearsall's yardage. And I'm like, with Mac Jones, I don't know where you're getting this business.
Right.
7.2. Keon Coleman, 4.1. Okay. I said start Tyler Warren. He got you 11. And I said you must sit Mark Andrews. Not even 1 point. 0.9.
So I actually created a new category for him. I was like, must start, must sit, must drop. Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
Must drop. Get him off your bench. Get him out of your lineup. Start over. Cleanse yourself.
These are the only one. Evan Ingram looked like he was going to be a vital part of this offense during the preseason.
I don't know what.
And they're not, it's like he's barely on the field. They're
I
like,
think
but
he's
we
still
have
recovering.
Troutman.
Yeah, I think he's still recovering from injury. I think he will be a big part. I
No, he
think
wasn't
still.
in week 1. They seem to really like
I don't know.
Troutman.
Something's weird. You're right. If that's the case, it's just idiotic.
This
Why bring him? Why pay
unglamorous,
him?
he's a blocker. He can't run, but it's Adam Troutman time in Denver to everyone's chagrin, especially
Yeah.
anybody that drafted a bunch of shares of Evan Ingram like I did.
Yeah. He was very, very popular late round tight end. He was like the end of a tier before you would just say, all right, well, I'll just wait till the very, very end.
And I mean, I had said to start Fan. Oh, the one flyer I really hit was I did say to start Daniel Jones, and I think we'd agreed on that. You may have even had him in your must starts, but I had him as a flyer.
I did.
And he hit with 30 points. So that was the one flyer
Oh,
that
no.
worked out for me.
Sorry, Daniel Jones. That's my big fail. I have I said must sit Daniel Jones. What I said.
I had him in my flyers.
Yeah, 30 points. Over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. That was a
versus Denver. The vaunted Denver defense got shellacked.
Yeah.
And I think it was one of those situations because the offense couldn't stay on the field.
Yeah, I was just betting on Mirage. Week 1 Mirage. We've seen Daniel Jones flash. It happens sometimes, but I thought there's no way. This isn't gonna
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to do that versus Denver.
All right, just
And
make a run on these fails. Let's just get them out. Pull the band-aid. Pull the
said
band-aid.
Justin Fields was going to be quarterback number one. I'm done.
Oh,
I told you I'm done. I told you I'm done predicting for Kenneth Walker. Well, I'm done believing in Justin Fields. He fools me like the Jets. They get me. I'm done. I'm out. He's done. Concussion. I mean, I said he would be number one. ETN. I said he would be the RB1. It wasn't bad. He just wasn't the RB1.
Not bad
Wasn't the
though.
RB1. And I did say to sit Daniel Jones, but we don't have to. He
We
did
don't have to
fine.
rehash that. We know what happened.
He did fine.
Yeah.
So what were your fails?
I said you must start AJ Brown in a big bounce back game, 8 points. And I know everybody, if we have time for talking about what are we going to do, I have a feeling that's going to be one of them that we need to be worrying about.
Yeah.
Boutte, I really liked him in the opportunity, 8.6 points.
He
Marvin
scored a
Harrison,
touchdown.
I know, but Marvin Harrison Jr. thought he was going to keep riding high, 4.7.
Unbelievable.
Diggs, I thought Diggs was going to keep making strides, 5.2.
Must
JJ
drop.
McCarthy, 4.8. Hunter Henry. I said in this game versus Miami, I was like, oh yeah, Hunter Henry time, 1 point.
Well,
Also, Mason, I said I didn't like versus Atlanta, 4.8. But as we know, going forward, he's got the ball. And
Word.
Pacheco, I really thought they were going to have to get that run game going. I thought they wouldn't. Oh, and they didn't have a chance. But I mean, actually, they didn't lose by much. Was it 2017? It's not like they got blown out. But can't help thinking that if they'd run the ball more or better, they would have had a bit. I don't know. But Pacheco 3.4. We won't even talk about Kareem Hunt because he barely saw the field. And I was very wrong. I thought, talk about someone I was betting on being a week one mirage, and that's the Arizona defense. But they came up with another 20 points. There might be a defense that we have to start talking about going forward.
They are sneaky. They do avoid your attention. They're not sexy.
Like the Colts. You don't.
Yes.
You got to show me and then show me
Under
again.
the radar.
But
yeah.
now I'm beginning. Now it's a trend. Now it's a trend.
Yep. Yeah. And if these trends continue, right?
Turn into money.
Okay.
And so, my flyer failures were Penix, Juju, Conklin, and Jonnu Smith. Although Jonnu Smith, he gave you 4.7. He gave you something, which at the tight end position, if you're going with the flyer, you're happy to get anything.
That's 4 times as many points as Hunter Henry. So
there you go.
Not bad. Should we jump into the wire? I mean, tomorrow is the waivers are going.
Yep.
It's pretty important. What I did, I just looked at our league of record to see who was available because I think it's a good barometer.
Sure.
Our league is pretty good. I think our league is pretty good, pretty strong. And if these people are on our league, chances are they're out there on yours.
Yep.
So like quarterbacks, there's, I guess Daniel Jones would be your priority, but there's Daniel Jones, there's Russell Wilson's, Sam Darnold, Mac Jones, Jordan Love is still out there, and even Jake Browning maybe is somebody.
Jake Brown, listen, let's not forget, Jake Browning has incredible weapons to work with. He's worked with them before and proven to be a very, usable guy in that regards. Yeah. So don't overlook Jake Browning as an option. And
that's why I put him down.
Caleb Williams versus Dallas. Dallas right now is giving up the most. So
I don't know if he's available in our league, Caleb, but
I don't know either. He is in a lot of leagues.
He is in a lot of leagues, but like I said, I used ours as a barometer. Sure. But yeah, Caleb, if he is out there, he's certainly somebody. I think I would go this week. I'd go, Jones, just because I think I could use him, a lot.
Carson Wentz has got Justin Jefferson and Mason, Jordan Mason. He's got guys to help him out, and he's I know he's been looking for his. He's been looking for his Nick. What's his name?
Westbrook-Akine?
No, the one that came in and replaced him and won the Super Bowl for the Eagles. No,
Nick Mullins?
No, Big Dick Nick from the Eagles. When Wentz went down, he comes in. Nick.
Oh, Folk.
What?
Nick Folk? Foles.
Foles. Nick Foles.
Nick
Carson
Foles.
Wentz
We
has been
got there.
looking for his
We
Nick
got there.
Foles moment. Ooh,
We took a
guys,
roundabout way.
listen, we're not
We're not
pros.
young.
We're not
We're not,
pros. We're not young, and we're probably not even sober. So
I'm mostly.
Nick Foles, I am too, but I'm not doing, you know what I mean? So I'm
Okay.
California sober. So
Yes.
Nick, I think that Wentz sees this as his Nick Foles moment, and he could be the guy to come in and dance at the wedding.
Okay, so we're gonna take Jones off. We'll say he's number one for both of us. Who would you put next? In line if you were putting in your priorities. Would you put Russell Wilson or Darnold or Jones or Love or Browning or Wentz? Like, who do you think would go?
At that point, we're going matchup based, and I'm kind of just because it's
I'm looking for
against Dallas,
matchups.
I kind of like the Caleb Williams situation. I just
Oh
do.
shit! You know what?
What?
Your Carson Wentz idea actually is pretty good. They're going against the Bengals.
Yeah,
Their
and
their
he's got
their defense
weapons.
sucks. Their defense sucks.
Yeah, I
So
like Carson Wentz a lot.
interesting. But I haven't seen him throw a freaking football in
This is
3 years.
exciting. I
I
don't
mean, it's a
know.
long time. It's
Listen,
hard
if
to
you need a
say.
quarterback, you got to take a shot.
I
Your
mean, if you're
choices aren't
looking,
great. You got to go matchup based. That's a great matchup.
I mean, or honestly, like for me, I feel like you know what? Even though the matchup I don't think is great for Daniels. I mean, what's this? Daniel Jones. I'm just looking it up right here. Yeah, they play the Chiefs. Not. I mean, Spagnola's defense is good,
But they've been giving up a lot.
but they haven't looked quite right. They haven't.
You got Russell Wilson.
Right. I'm
No,
looking at him.
Darnold's versus New Orleans,
Right.
the
Another
Saints.
great one. That's
Yeah.
another great one. I think these are all great. I don't know which one I would put in order. I
And
guess I would go
even
Jones.
Tua versus Buffalo, again, I mean, he's got those
No.
those weapons. He put up 21 and a half. I mean,
Who are they playing? Who did you say they're playing?
Buffalo.
Yeah, no thanks. You
which
can
isn't
have
which isn't as creamy a matchup as New Orleans or
no.
Dallas or the Bengals. Those are
Right.
definitely creamier matchups.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to throw those names out there. What about you? What about for like what do you got for running backs?
Right now for running backs, let me see who's available. I don't know. You go because
Well,
I
okay.
honestly
I've
I
got my
haven't I
list.
haven't looked at the waiver wire nearly as much as you have. So
I've got my list, and I am going to be honest. I'm leaving one out, and I will talk about it
oh
after
okay.
waivers run. Here is my list. Um, Base Shell Tootin.
Yeah,
He's
down
on
in
there. He's
Jacksonville. Yep.
yeah,
He
yeah, yeah.
got a touchdown.
He looks pretty good too. And if anyone can completely blow it and lose that job,
ATN.
it's Etienne,
No,
So,
that's very smart. That's very
so,
smart.
so I like Bashel Tootin. I like Tyler Algier. And, they keep using him. I know it's Bijan's world, but you know, last week it was Algier who got the touchdown, and Algier that they had running the hard yards. I mean, he's worth a pickup, um, especially if you've got somebody like Pacheco or one of those rookies that we discussed earlier. I mean, dude, I don't know what we're going to do about Genty and Hampton and all of those guys. But
So
anyway,
I'm gonna guess the guy you're not wanting to mention is Ramondre Stevenson,
that's it. Yeah,
which
that's the guy. That's the
again,
guy.
one good game, and he's only available in our league. He is rostered in
Is he?
every other league. Yes, I don't think he's out there in a
How many
lot of
available?
leagues.
Are you looking? How many does it say how many is he available in all
Let
of
me
Yahoo
let me
leagues?
look. He's rostered in 68% of leagues, so he's out there, but not much.
More than
and
half.
and those leagues are probably smaller leagues. Those are 8 or 10 teamers. Because in
Gotcha.
most leagues he should not be available. So you're not high. He's at the top of the running back list.
Well, you
Nobody's
said you weren't
miss
looking. So
nobody's
I don't
missing
know.
out on Ramondre Stevenson. And he did
All
have a great
right.
week, but it depends. Do you believe in his first week production of 3.7? or his week 2 production of 19.7? Because these are two very different data points, and only one can be true. It'll be interesting. And again, everyone's
All I
waiting for
know,
Henderson to take over.
all I know this of all these people that I'm about to list, he's the only starting running back.
That's true. Yeah, no, he's
That's
got,
what I know about him.
yeah,
I think that's, you can't have any starting running back on the wire. It shouldn't be. But
yeah.
anyway, so I have him, Tyler Algier, Rashad White, and Chris Rodriguez. It's Rashad White. I
Well,
don't
and
know.
I like the
Not bad.
gamble on Rodriguez because no one knows what that
Exactly.
backfield's going to look like now. And
Exactly.
based on what they've done the last 2 weeks, no one knows. Not
Right.
even they know what they're going to do with that backfield. You had this guy that came out and gave you 87 yards and a touchdown. They're like, thanks, we'll get you next week. And just didn't do shit with him, overran their one running back and injured him. So,
Yeah. So it's gonna be tough. I think, and people forget about him because he's been a healthy scratch the first 2 weeks, but
but
now
he's
with the
in the mix
departure,
now.
yeah, with
And
the departure,
one
that's fair.
he's one fumble away from being the starter. So
Well, I mean, if
I
you're looking for depth, that's a good one.
I like the gamble on Hernandez. Is it
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez? There you go.
Don't be racist.
I'm not. They're both Latino. I'm Mexican. Fuck
You're
you.
also Mexican. Exactly. That's why I thought it was funny. Okay, let's look at wide receivers.
Wide receivers.
I'm going to run through them. I think these are great. Um, Wandale Robinson had tons of targets. When Malik Neighbors, let's face it, he's got that toe. He's in and out. So when he's not around, this guy has already been a pretty solid dude. I think he's certainly worth rostering. Troy Franklin, you got to be willing to believe in Bo Nix, and you've got to be
Somehow
able
this
to.
guy comes out of nowhere and
Yeah,
he's the guy.
yeah, I thought Mims was next.
Maybe in terms of upside, I love Troy Franklin, a guy I like a lot. Actually, okay. Okay. Actually, I'm going to discourage you for picking him up off the waivers. I know a lot of people are going to want to pick him up, but as someone who has him in Dynasty, someone who's had him on other teams, Romeo Dobbs
Yeah,
is
he's my
one
next.
of the most frustrating ads in all of fantasy football. He's caught 2 touchdowns in 2 weeks. And if you've had him on your team before, then those are probably the last 2 touchdowns he's going to catch until week 11. I don't know why. I can't explain it. But anytime he starts to shine, it's like a sparkler. It just runs out.
Yeah, but he will score more touchdowns. It's just not in your lineup on your bench.
Oh,
And then
absolutely.
when you put him in your lineup, that's when he won't.
He
And
gets
when you put him on
nothing.
your bench, that's when he will. And it's just
I am
so
going to
crazy.
actively discourage anyone from adding because I know what comes with him. And it's a Pandora's box of frustration. Just don't do it. It's not worth it.
What do you think of the kid, Eric Iomanner?
I don't know. I have nothing to say.
Tennessee.
Has he been
He's
dominating
been,
over there? I haven't seen him.
yeah. I mean, he certainly is better. He seems to have more, connection with Cam than Calvin Ridley. Um, he is showing signs. He seems like a guy that is flashing, and I don't know.
I will say this, and yeah, when you look at it, he had 2.3 and then 13.6, so not bad, but and that's the thing when you have a new quarterback,
look at the targets.
you don't know who's
Yeah.
going to be the guy he has chemistry with. Sure, it should have been Calvin Ridley, but it doesn't seem to actually be happening. Primarily because, again, I just don't think Calvin Ridley has gotten used to catching those balls.
No,
But I mean, he's
they're
still.
all getting reinforced gloves.
Yeah, they need double stick him or something. He's firing
Steel
rockets out
plate.
there.
It's just steel plate.
For me, I'm waiting on Io Mama,
Hey, yo, mama.
Ayo Mama,
Hey, yo,
because
mama.
I need to see a little bit more.
Now, what do you think about this? I've got two names. This one is crazy. What do you think about DeAndre Hopkins? I mean, he's out there. He's got 3 touchdowns in 2 weeks. Is that right? 2 touchdowns?
I
Yeah,
think
three
it's
touchdowns.
two. Is it
I think
three?
it's three. He scored 2 last week and
What?
won the first week. I'm
Did he
telling
score
you.
two? He didn't get
I'm,
two.
I'm 90% sure. 90%. I think he's got 3 touchdowns in 2 weeks.
No, it was just one touchdown. I think it's 2 touchdowns total.
In what week are you looking? Last week?
Yeah. And week one, receiving. Yeah, it's just two so far.
Okay. Well, 2 touchdowns, 2 weeks. Guys showing up, and he's clearly looking for him in the red zone. He's a big target. You know, Mark Andrews
Yeah,
is
but that's
not going to
two
come through.
touchdowns on two receptions.
I mean,
Talk
look, and
about
then,
talk about touchdown dependent.
yeah,
I don't know if I could recommend that as a waiver wire ad. It's the volatility is outrageous.
it is. These are, speculative ads. And what about Kabonte Turpin as like a little
Now
put him
I
on the
do
side?
like that one because he does seem to be getting some kind of a share. You wonder
Yeah,
if as Pickens picks up, it goes down. But as of right now, he may have gotten a little banged up in that last game. But
he did look like he did get banged
yeah,
up.
he took some because he's not that big. That's why he hasn't
Right.
wasn't initially taken into the NFL because he's kind of a little guy,
Yeah.
and but that's not to say that he isn't carving out a role. He seems to be carving out a role I've been waiting on for 2 seasons. So
Hmm.
let's see if it happens. I like the addition of I like that, but for me, the number one ad has got to be Wandale Robinson. I think he's the guy that is going to see consistent usage going forward.
Yeah. And has such upside potential because the other alpha over there is so injury prone.
Yeah.
Um, Tight ends, we've been talking about it, but I think I'm going to have to start doing it some places. Is got to go grab Zach Ertz before he's gone. Zach Ertz is still out there. Dalton Schultz, Dalton Kincaid. Many people dropped Njoku after week one. Maybe go see if he's out there. I don't think he's done. That Fannin is very good, but I don't think that means that Njoku is not also very good. I think they
And
both.
Joku is definitely more involved again. People did drop him when they saw the Fannin thing, and he's available in our league of record. You're right. No, these guys are out there. Hunter Henry, though, stay away from. I mean, he's again fucking cardiac arrest. That guy. I don't
My
know.
lock of the week, Hunter Henry to score anytime touchdown because we're talking this much because we're out. No,
Makes perfect sense.
Defenses. I'm going to throw a couple of these at you. You got to look. You want to if you're a streamer, and this is one of the most streamable positions in the game. Atlanta, their
Yep,
defense
their defense
will be
looks pretty
playing,
good.
and they'll be playing Carolina. Indy, their defense may be one that you want to just hold,
Boy,
honestly, the way
I
they've been
am
playing.
beginning. I am a believer in that Indy defense. I agree with that. And what a matchup versus Tennessee this week.
Tennessee,
Oh, they're gonna be causing Cam Ward problems. I like
yeah.
I like the Indy pickup a lot this week.
What about Tampa Bay versus the Jets?
Again, another, especially if Fields. Although it's so funny. Concussion protocol is one of those things where like you either out for a few days, all of a sudden you're coming out of it and you're fine, or you're like, not this
Two
week.
weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
not this week. And it's like, wow, what happened in
He got,
his brain? Holy crap. So you never
yeah.
really know. So that one I think would be a little more dependent on the Fields play before I just go run out and grab him. But
Well,
but it
here's
is
the
a
way
good
I look
matchup.
at it. It's either Fields goes out there still a little concussed, or some other schmuck goes out there. Either way, Tampa's defense should have a pretty good game.
Yeah, and Tampa's defense is looking real good. So
So
that is a great pickup. You know what? I don't think you got to watch it because the Jets are the Jets. So yeah,
and
Tampa Bay.
We had Buffalo's defense is out there on our league. I think it was because they were playing against Baltimore and they had all these big,
Yeah,
tough things up front on their schedule, but their defense is still very solid. And they get Miami this week, and boy, I, Miami, uh, I want to play against them. I don't think
they're
they're very
playing
good.
better though. They lost, but they played a lot better.
They did. They did play better. They did. Their special teams was great.
The numbers bear out my point.
The final numbers, yes. Uh, you didn't say you must start the DST for the Miami Dolphins. Then it would have
I
borne out.
didn't. I didn't say the defense, but I'm saying the team itself, they played
No,
better.
they did.
And
You're
last
right.
time I checked, the other team's defense doesn't play against Miami's defense. They play against Miami's offense, which was the
True,
part
true.
that I predicted would play better, and they played substantially better. Whether that translates into, again, we have two such divergent data points. It's like I don't know which one is the trajectory. I can't tell you. I would like to think it's the better one. They have the
Yeah.
talent to be the better one. Whether they win or lose the games, they have the talent to be the better one. What was this the one time? And then they lose, and then they're like, ah, fuck it. What are we
You
trying
know
for?
what? We tried.
We
Yeah, we did
tried
it.
and we still lost. Fuck it.
McDaniels didn't help. McDaniel didn't help, you know. But that's all I've got as far as waiver wires are
I like
concerned.
it. Good stuff.
And it's going to take me about an hour to go through all my leagues and figure out how. I mean, this day hurts after a day of work. I feel like I have a whole nother day of work setting up my waivers for all of my leagues. I'm like, okay,
Oh my God.
oh,
I don't tell my
so
wife,
hard.
but I mean, while I was in here supposedly working, I really spent 2 hours setting my
Yeah, figuring it
waivers.
out. It's
Yeah,
not. It
I
takes
was.
time.
I was listening to Fantasy Sports Radio on Sirius XM, and the Fantasy Footballers show is on there. And I guess they've
Yep.
developed a dashboard that allows you to put all of your teams from all your leagues into one dashboard. And then it'll go through and like you could do all the waivers in
Ooh,
one place. Now,
nice.
I haven't tried this. I don't know
Yeah,
if it
how can you? I don't know
works.
how to do that.
I don't know. I just heard them talking about it. And when I heard that, I was like, I need to get that dashboard.
So they can take your league and see who's available on your league's wire and give you wire advice. That's amazing. Well,
Basically, plug and play those wires for you.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't. It'll probably go
Sounds
basically
like
by the number.
AI.
It basically goes by the numbers. So I go more by the feel.
Yeah, it's going by
So
Al Gore's
for me,
rhythm,
there's a
and
little more nuance, but I certainly am. I mean, the amount of time that waivers can take,
that
I
would
could,
help.
yeah.
That would help a lot. I mean,
So
like I said, I
it
feel
was
like I
something
have
they
a
were talking
job to
about.
do.
Again, haven't tried it yet. Don't know how well it works. Don't know if it's if it's just this
Or how much you
mythical
got to pay for it.
dashboard, or if you have to pay for it. I don't know if you have to pay for it. Maybe it's a
I'm
premium
sure you do.
option. I have no idea, but they apparently have created one. And if it's real and it's free, hey, free is for me. I may give it a shot.
I would too, of course. That would be amazing.
I was just heard it. I'm like, now these guys solved a problem that people really have.
Yeah, if it's free for this week as
Yeah.
your trial, and then you're going to have to start paying, and you're going to get addicted to it because you're going to need it, and you're going to
Right.
make
And it's
these
like
guys.
99 cents a week. And you're like, I can
Yeah,
afford 99 cents a week. Come on.
I totally can,
Yeah.
totally, especially with my locks of the week. Just
Yeah.
use it to pay for that. Just use it to
I'm using
feed
it
my
to
other
pay. I'm
gambling.
using
Yeah,
it to pay off all my other gambling debts.
right, right,
So
exactly. Well, all right, my friend. Aloha
thank
to
you.
you,
Yes.
sir. Have a
I,
very safe
I will
flight.
be in Maui the remainder of the week. I will be doing shows, teaching a workshop, and of course, enjoying the lovely Maui beaches with my wife. So we may or may not do a week 3 preview. So just know that my lock of the week is the Cowboys to make me lose my hair over the weekend.
All right. If I had to pick a lock of the week,
If you had to pick a lock of the week,
I'll take the Rams and Philly over 44.
ooh, okay. The over unders 44. Are they playing? Where are they playing? In LA?
I think that I think it's at Philly. I'm not sure on that. I'm not sure. Let me see. But that's my lock. I mean, if I had to pick one, I had other options here, but or Arizona San Fran under 44 and a half. God, that one seems really good too, doesn't it?
Bengals, Vikings 42. Packers, Bears 41 and a half. These are all pretty good lines. I'll tell you what, it's tough to see it. Rams, Eagles. That one, I think that over is a solid pick. Over Rams, Eagles over
Yeah, I
44.
think if I had to pick one today, that would be
I
it.
think
40
so too. I
over
think you want to
44.
get in on that number. That number I feel like might move. I mean, you have Texans, Jaguars at 44.
But in my defense, if this doesn't work out, know that I normally have a couple other days, like at least another day to look at everything and because right now I don't know how much of these lines have been affected by questionables and people out yet, and if things are going to start moving. So I can usually make my lock till later in the week. But so if
And
I
you know
don't
what?
do
I've
three
got
in a
my
row,
lock right now too. The Lions +5 Monday night at the Ravens.
I love that. I love that.
I think that's very generous. I like that one a lot.
I think they might win that game
Yeah,
outright.
could
So
absolutely.
that's a
So
great one.
plus
That's a
five,
very good
get
one.
it on now, kids.
All right. Well,
All right,
aloha to
that's
you,
it.
sir. I hope you have a great time there.
Good to see you, my man. Always love talking with you. Hope you guys enjoy the show. I'm Greg Romero Wilson. That's Scott Berman, and this is Fantasy Football
Oh,
Harsh Reality.